and 1 for 4 are among the prizes on this week's show. And here's your host, Ted Rogers.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, what a nice start. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Welcome as always, ladies and gentlemen, to your big Saturday treat you just can't beat, and that's 3, 2, 1. And our theme for you this week is the Forties. We're going to give you a bit of nostalgia tonight. Of course, the Forties, they are a lot of hard times for a lot of people, a lot of good times, nostalgic times, the Forties, when you could get a new car for a book of sweet coupons. And the girl next door for 5 woodbines. The Normandy landings. Joe, my grandfather, was at the Normandy landings. He got further than the Normandy landings. He got to the Normandy bedrooms. He was like that. Time now to come along and meet another foe. Here's the iron nobody wants to cross, Dusty Bin. Here he is. Come on, Dusty. Say hello. Yeah, very good. Very good indeed. As you can see, Dusty done up as always to go along with our theme. Yes, he's a bomb disposal expert. He's a member of a team that explodes bombs very, very safely. A bang gang. Never ever trust this character, you know that. Especially our contestants. They're the one who've got to really look out for him all the way down the line. Because he's the one bomb bungler and a bamboozler. He's the booby. Anybody wins him, they just take home a brand new dustbin. That's all they get. So without any further ado, we'll go on with our quiz, which of course always starts with 3 couples who play for at least £1,000 each. That's what they can win. Let's meet the first couple playing the quiz tonight. Here they are. Now, Caroline, I've been asked you were on a film on TV the other day that I knew you made a while ago. What was it called? The Journey to the Earth's...
At the Earth's core.
Earth's core, because I looked at you and went, core, yeah. Anyway, who are our first couple tonight?
We have Eddie and Sally Conlon from Hockley, Essex.
I see. Hockley being near where?
Southend.
Near Southend, not far from there. Used to go there a lot as a kid. Yeah, I see you're a coach driver, Eddie, yeah?
That's correct, yes.
And where does your job take you?
Well, I mostly travel up to London and back from London every day, and I also do tours of London.
Do you? I haven't been on a coach for so long. Tell me, do they still send the hat round for the driver?
Occasionally.
Yeah? Not as often as they should. Only I've got a mate who's a coach driver, you know, and not only did he not get anything in his hat the other day, he didn't even get the hat back.
Oh, that's nice.
And Sally, do you go on any of these trips with Eddie?
I've only been on one up to now. But
and where was it, up to London?
No, it was to Hastings.
Hastings, oh, yeah.
We hope to go on some more.
I see. Yeah. And your hobbies, I see, you like old films?
Well, any films, yes.
So you watch BBC then?
Yes.
Let's have your question, shall we? One of those 3. Which one are you going to choose, Sally or Eddie? You want number 3? OK, fine. Now, you know you get £10 for each correct answer in the first round. The amount you have at the end of the first round is what you get for each correct answer in the second round. We like you to answer alternately. That will be you first, Sally, of course. A couple of ways I can stop you. If you make a mistake or run out of time, and if you don't know an answer, just say don't know or pass, and I'll go on to your partner with the next question, OK? If you do answer incorrectly, even part of the answer incorrectly, I have to accept that, OK? So please be careful with guesses. Here we are. The question is about men and women who in the past have been champions in their own particular sport. We will give you the name of a sportsman or woman, and we want you to give the sport in which they were champion. So champions and the sports in which they excelled, all right? Now, Gaston Rowlands was a champion in long-distance running. So we'll start you with that one. Gaston Rowlands and...
Long-distance running.
Jack Nicklaus.
Golf.
Harvey Smith.
Horse jumping.
James Hunt.
Motor racing.
Rod Laver.
Pass.
Bobby Charlton.
Football.
Gary Sobers.
Cricket.
Dick Francis.
Pass.
Joe Davis.
Snooker.
And Vera Kozlowska.
Pass.
So would I. Vera Kozlowska, a champion in gymnastics, I'm told. Dick Francis was horse racing, national hunt, and Rod Laver was tennis. You've done pretty good there. 7 gives you £70. What a nice start. Lovely. Off you go with Caroline. We'll see you in round 2. What a nice start. Let's say hello to our second couple playing the quiz tonight. Here they are. Yes. There's a tall one. Who do we have here, Linda? Again, a lovely outfit you've got on again.
Thank you.
Smash it.
Lovely.
Who's here?
All right, we have Bob and Frida Ward from Breton in Peterborough.
Breton. Ah, yes. Breton, sort of Breton Way. I've gone through that.
That's
haven't I?
right,
On the
yes.
way to the East Coast, Skeggy and all those areas.
Yes, that's right.
Now, you're a tall guy, Bob, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're a supervisor for a firm that prints out cheques.
Yes, that's right, amongst other things. Yes.
Prints out cheques. You can't print them faster than my missus can write them, can you?
I bet I can.
But you can't. She spends money so quick, I've got burn marks on my Barclay card. I'll tell you. And Frida, you work at a large store in the ladies' fashion department?
Yes, part-time.
You also work, I see, at the passport office,
Yes, I used to before I had the
And
children.
what did you do there?
I used to check the application forms, make sure that people were British.
So you have 2 children. Our
Yes.
first couple have 2 children tonight. Okay,
right.
Linda, can we have, please, our questions? What are you going to choose, 2 or 1? You want number 2, Bob, okay. Same procedure, answer alternately. Frida, you first, of course. Remember, we'll give you one to start with, and if you don't know, just say don't know or pass, all right? Question here, again, is about men and women who in the past have been champions in their own particular sport. We will give you the name of a sportsman or woman, and we want you to give the sport in which they were a champion. So, champions and the sports in which they excelled. Eddie Merckx was a champion in cycling. We'll start you with that one. Eddie Merckx and
Cycling,
Mark Spitz.
Swimming,
Arnold Palmer.
golf,
Roger Bannister.
running,
Stanley Matthews.
football,
Joe Frazier.
boxing,
Maureen Connolly.
pass,
John Curry.
ice skating,
Scobie Breesley.
pass,
And Avril Lennox.
pass.
Avril Lennox, also a champion in gymnastics. Scobie Breesley, I know Felix Boness will know who that is. That's horse racing, of course. He's lost a few bob there over the past few years. And Maureen Connolly, of course, was tennis. Again, very good. £70. Nice start. Off you go with Linda. See you in round 2. Say hello to couple number 3. Okay, Caroline. Who's couple number 3 tonight?
We have Dennis and Chris Kane from Workington, Cumbria.
Workington, Cumbria. Yeah, that's quite a way up there, Dennis, yes?
That's a long way, yeah.
And you're employed in a factory which makes cardboard.
Yes, that's correct. It's mainly for such as food packaging, e.g. tea bags, but we make the boxes for that.
All the packaging for cardboard boxes and packaging. And I see this is you're in your 5th house in 7 years.
Yeah, that's
right,
correct.
yes.
Yes.
Really? Well, that comes with having a house made of cardboard. It rains, you get soggy.
That's it.
You've got to move again.
We are.
Honestly, you're moving again?
Yes.
Is that going to be the 6th move?
Yes, it's certainly.
Gosh, there you are.
We're
You see.
building our own this
Are
time.
you really?
Yeah.
Oh, smash it. You too have 2 children. I see. And
Yes.
Chris, you work part-time too. What do you do?
I'm an assistant for a dental technician.
So can we have the envelope, please, Caroline? That's the last envelope, meaning, of course, that's your question, but you do get the free choice in the next round, remember? Good luck to you. Here we are now. The question is the same. It's about men and women who in the past have been champions in their own particular sport. We will give you the name of a sportsman or woman, and we want you to give the sport in which they were a champion. So champions and the sports in which they excelled. John Surtees was a champion at motorcycling. We'll start you with that one. John Surtees and
Motorcycling.
Pele.
Football,
Don Bradman.
Pass.
Gordon Richards.
horse racing,
Olga Corbett.
Pass.
Graham Hill.
motor racing,
Joe Louis. Joe Louis.
Boxing.
Jack Kramer.
pass,
Jonah Barrington.
Pass.
And Ben Hogan.
athletics,
No, not a bad guess. And you took your time. You used all the time you had. And, of course, it was golf. He was a sensational golfer, the great Ben Hogan. Jonah Barrington was squash. Jack Kramer, of course, was tennis. Olga Corbett, we thought you might... What is it? What is it, Chris?
Gymnastics.
Yeah, gymnastics is absolutely right. And Don Bradman, of course, with that wonderful series on television recently, cricket, of course. At the end of that, though, not bad, £50, so there's not much in it. Very good. So, at the end of the first round of our quiz, we have couple number 3, Dennis and Chris. They have £50, but joint leaders at the moment, couple number 1 and 2, Bob and Frida, Eddie and Sally, both on £70 apiece. Okay, so we'll have the second round questions. Thank you, Caroline. Now, this time, Dennis, you do get the free choice. Or Chris, what one do you want?
3.
You want number 3. Good for you. And you're going for £50 for each correct answer. So, again, very good luck to you. The question is about the types of geographical location. We will give you the name of a famous location, and we want you to say what it is. So, names of natural places and what they are. Popocatépetl is a mountain.
A mountain.
Okay, we'll start you with that one. Popocatépetl is a...
Mountain.
Right, the Sahara.
desert,
The Rhine.
A river.
The Mediterranean.
Sea.
Victoria.
Falls.
Menorca.
Island.
Coniston.
Pass.
Etna.
Volcano.
Australia.
Pass.
And Bikini.
Atoll.
Yes, absolutely right. Well done, Dennis, yes. Australia, we thought it was not easy, but a little difficult. What would you call it? It's a continent, of course, or an island. It's that big, it's an island, surrounded by sea. Coniston, of course, is Lake Coniston, Coniston water. But you've done very well in that round. £400 we've got. Well done. Super. Off you go, Dennis and Chris. Will we see you in part 2? We'll have to wait and see. Let's say hello once again to couple number 2. Here they are. Okay. Here's Bob and Frida back. And there's the choice. 1 or 2. Bob takes number 2 this time. And, of course, they're going for £70 for each correct answer. So, again, good luck to you. Your question is about types of geographical location. We will give you the name of a famous location, and we want you to say what it is. So, names of natural places, and what they are. The Kalahari is a desert. So, we'll start you with that one. The Kalahari is a...
Desert.
Right. The Humber.
River.
Jersey.
Island.
Pacific.
Ocean.
Vesuvius.
Pass.
Lulworth.
Cove.
Caspian.
Sea.
The Andes.
Range of mountains.
The Hudson.
River.
And Antarctica.
Continent.
Yes, a continent it was. The only one you passed on there was Vesuvius, of course, a volcano or a mountain. Very well, you've £630. 630. Bob and Frida, off they go. Welcome back. Couple number 1. Okay. Here's Eddie and Sally. Thanks, Caroline. With the last envelope, meaning that's the one for you. Also going for £70 for each correct answer. Good luck. The question about types of geographical location. We will give you the name of a famous location, and we want you to say what it is. So names of natural places and what they are. The Aegean is a sea. We'll start you with that one. The Aegean is...
Sea.
Atlantic.
Ocean.
Mont Blanc.
Mountain.
The Nile.
River.
Michigan.
Pass.
Cyprus.
An island.
Cheddar.
Gorge.
Niagara.
Falls.
Bosphorus.
Pass.
Gobi.
Desert.
Gobi is a desert. The Bosphorus, does anybody know what that is? Hey, there are about 24 different answers there. It's a strait is the correct answer, of course. And Michigan was Lake Michigan. However, you've done well. £560. Oh, yeah. So, at the end of our quiz this week, we had couple number 3, Dennis and Chris, on £400. Couple number 1, Eddie and Sally, £560. The winners this week, couple number 2, Bob and Frida, £630. So let's say goodbye to couple number 3, Dennis and Chris. Hey, I tell you what. Saying goodbye to you at this point of the show with 400 quid is not bad at all, I tell you. We've had a few weeks where people haven't won with that amount of money, huh? Anyway, here's the money, and it's all in fivers, which makes it look very, very good indeed. And I'm sure you want that more than anything else, don't you, Chris?
Lovely,
Super dusty win, worth quite a few, Bob, I can tell you. Dennis, thank you so much. And Chris, you too. Love to the kids. We'll see you after the break. 3, 2, 1, the Forties. Remember. It's part 2 of 3, 2, 1 and the Forties. That's our theme tonight. And we've got Bob and Frida, who are in Cambridgeshire now, yes? Yes, just about, Peterborough, playing against Eddie and Sally, who are from Hockley in Essex, right? Now, folks, you know what happens at this part of the show. We're going to show you 3 items. At the end of each one of them, one of our guests is going to come to the table here, leave you a clue object, and they'll read you a rhyme. When we have 3 on the table, you have to choose 1 to reject if you are the lucky couple who gets through the elimination question, okay? Good luck to you. On with our theme of the Forties. And what a way to start. We start with a real bang. The sound of the big band. The great number, Pennsylvania 65000, and it's the Herb Miller Orchestra. Absolutely wonderful. Everybody loved that. Everybody.
Even me.
Even you. I'd love that. Love the voice too. And you got it. Isn't he so much? Aren't you so much like your brother? My goodness, the likeness is incredible. Yes. What are you going to leave them as a clue here?
I'm going to leave a wine container.
A wine container
I don't think
is
it'll hold much wine.
I shouldn't think so.
No.
But that's a wine container. The clue. Now this is the rhyme. Would you read the rhyme for them?
Quite removed and yet it's near. A man of war, not quite. No fear.
Beautifully said. Ladies and gentlemen, Herb Miller of the Herb Miller Orchestra. Thank you, Herb, very much. Wonderful. Now. Very short and sweet. Any idea what you think that might be?
Quite removed and I'm not very sure.
Quite removed.
Wine container, could be some wine I suppose,
But what?
that might be a bit obvious.
Yeah.
Man of War.
It's a round container, could be dusty bin.
Yeah.
Could be bin because it's
Yeah.
also empty and quite near.
Yeah.
Wine remover,
Yeah.
quite near. Man of War and dusty bin was
So
done
dusty
up
bin
as-
is a container.
Man of War.
Man of War, Portugal, yeah.
Well, it's the first one on the table, remember? You've got 3 of them, and then you have to select one to get rid of if you get through the question. So we'll go on. Keep thinking about that if you can. We'll go on and have item number 2. And we have a comedy item for you now. And to be a comic in our business, you've got to be a bit nutty. We've got one of the biggest nuts in the business. Bobby Nutt is here.
Hello, folks. Well, before we start, I don't remember the 40s. I was not born then, but my dad told me about them. That's when a woman would do anything for a fur coat. Remember? And when she got one, she couldn't fasten it. Remember those air raids? Remember the sirens? I remember my granddad, they had an outside low. I was sitting on the low, looking at the racing results. Grandmother's in the kitchen. Siren went. He's off down. Can you remember the shelter at the bottom of the garden? He's running down the garden with his trousers down his ankles. She's chasing down after him. She says, "Oh, hang on, Albert. I forgot my false teeth." He says, "They're dropping bombs, not pies." Get the shelter. I used to wear a balaclava, me. Can you remember those balaclavas? Just your little face showing. They were good weather because you could wear them as swimming trunks in summer. As long as you didn't put them on back to front, you know what I mean? Hey, what about that medical? Did you have a medical to get in the RAF? I had one. He says to me, he says, "I want a sample of your water on that bottle on top shelf." I said, "What, from here?" This lorry driver from Barnsley, he was rough. He got "I love diesel" tattooed on his forehead like that. And he were delivering 22 ton of turquoise tinted toilet tissue from Turquoise and Tintwistle to Germany. And he were waiting in this queue in the yard in Germany. And he had been there 3 days with his wagon, juggling up. 98 wheeler, 4,000 tonner. He says to this German, he says, "When can he unload?" He says, "You will wait your turn. If you do not wait your turn, there will be trouble, okay?" He said, "I know, but I'm playing snooker tomorrow and I need to get back." He says, "You will wait there until the lorry is ready for the unloading, okay? Shut your face." He said, "You know what, pal?" He says, "My dad used to come to Germany 3 times a week. He used to drop his load, 40 ton, he'd be turned round and back in 7 minutes." He said, 7 minutes? What was he driving? He said, "A Lancaster." You like the rig? Like the rig? Hey, what about these fighter pilots? They were a squadron of Spitfires, and they took off from the aircraft carrier, and they were going through the clouds. And one of them, he got lost. You know what I mean? He got cut off from the rest of the squadron. And he come out the clouds, and all his mates is gone. And he thought, where have they gone? And all of a sudden, these German fighters dived down on him. Ladies and gentlemen, what did they call them, them fighters? Fockers. Remember it? Them fucker, wolves. 15 of them. And he said, "Flipping heck." So he were ducking and diving like this. And he hadn't got many bullets left, but he went, "Yeah, da, 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 da." He got some bottle. "Yeah, da, 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 da." And he shot all 15 down. Ladies and gentlemen, all 15. Any good? And he thought, where's the aircraft carrier? He were lost. He got a spoonful of petrol. And he saw the aircraft carrier. And he dived down, he went, "Brr." And he landed on the aircraft carrier. He got brake fluid and oil in his goggles. And he just messed the landing up and he knocked 4 planes into water. Caused a big fire. And he got out and the captain came up and he said, "Captain, I'm sorry about the mess." He said, "But I've just shot 15 fuckers down. Sorry about this mess." He said, "If you do not sink in this fan, you English fire." Ladies and gentlemen, good night. God bless my darling.
Nutty.
Hello, Edward.
Well done, Bob.
Yeah, son.
Good to see you. Hey, a busy fella always, all over the country, I know that. You come from up the road, right?
At Sheffield.
That's it. And you're going there again at Christmas?
Down at the Crucible.
What are you going to leave these people as the clue?
Well, I've got a gilt frame.
Just a gilt frame?
Just a gilt frame,
Okay,
there you go.
fine.
A gilt...
And the rhyme?
Gilt frame. One for the pot in more than one way. Before or after the eating's away.
Beautifully
We
said.
got that one. Couple.
Bobby Nutt, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Cheers, Bobby. Good luck at the Crucible. Oh. There you are. There's another one for you. Now then, Bob. Any idea about that one?
Well, there's no picture in the frame, is it? It's
No.
just a frame.
That's right, a gilt frame. Uh-huh. Now, Eddie was
But,
having a chat there.
Slow cooker. Could be a slow cooker. One for the pot. And when eating away.
What's that?
Could be
When
what's
you're
that?
away.
Anyway, at least you're thinking good. That's fine. We'll go on. We're going to have item number 3 of our Forties theme. I'm particularly delighted to welcome back our next 3 ladies. I worked with them quite a while ago. They're super ladies, a super talent, here with Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, the Minting Sisters.
He was a famous trumpet man from down Chicago way. He had a boogie sound that no one else could play. He was the top man of his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, he's going reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he could not jam. The captain seemed to understand. Because the next in the camp went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. A root, a toot, a tootly-a-toot, he blows it 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the basic guitar is playing with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. He puts the boys to sleep with boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early fright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet, and they know how it goes when someone gets to the beat. Whoa, whoa, he wakes them up when he plays reveille. The Boogly Woogly Bugle Boy of Company B. A-da-da doodly-ada doodly-ada doot-doo. He blows it 8 to the bar. He can't blow a note unless the basic guitar is up with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B.
Judith of the Minting Sisters. That's Judith, Jan, Janet, and Jill, of course. On Busy's tour of One Night Stands, I hear.
Yes.
Yeah? Are you doing a pantomime this year?
Well, Dad's producing 3 pantomimes.
Oh, he
this
always
year,
is.
I think.
He's as busy as anybody I know, and your mum.
One of the pantomimes is Jack and the Beanstalk.
And where's that?
That is in Barnsley, I believe.
Oh, really? Again?
Yes.
Oh, God, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think Dougie Brown's going there
Yes.
for him. Yeah. Well, keep up the good work. Super act there tonight, Judith. What are you going to leave them as the clue?
The clue is a tot of rum.
A tot of rum is your clue this time. Okay?
And the rhyme is, little by little, 4 offspring, bedtimes first, with other things.
Very short. Very sweet. And that is the 3rd one. Judith of the Minting Sisters. Good luck, Judith.
Good luck.
Good luck. Now, what was all that then, Sally? What was going on there?
Could be bedroom
Furniture
furniture
for,
of some
for
sort.
the kids.
Yeah. Being 3 on the table, I can read the first 2 again. Now, the first item that came in was the wine container from Herb Miller. Herb said, quite removed and yet it's near, a man of war, not quite, no fear. Okay? And number 2 item was the gilt frame, which Bobby Nutt brought you in. He said, one for the pot in more than one way, before or after the eating's away. So that refreshed your memory on them. Now you have to make up your mind which one you're going to get rid of if you go through the question here. Which one do you want to get rid of? Any
The
ideas?
wine.
The wine container? The item number 1?
Yes, I think that as well.
You too?
Yes.
Oh, fine. That's unanimous, yes? Okay, you don't want to change at this point?
No.
Fair enough. You're both going to get rid of the wine container if you get through the question, which is here. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Just Frida, put your hands, please, beside that button. Would you there? Not over the top, just beside it. When you think you know the answer, hit the button and answer. Please don't answer before you hit the button. If you do that, I have to offer it to the other couple. Of course, if you hit the button and you answer and you're wrong, again, I'll offer it to the other couple. Here we go. This is an American. During the Second World War, he was Supreme Allied Commander. Okay, Eddie.
Dwight the Eisenhower.
Dwight Eisenhower, absolutely right. Well done. Yay! Oh, lovely. Oh, dear. Well, oh, look at this. And what I liked about that, Eddie, you actually said Dwight D. Eisenhower. Yes.
Let's get it right.
And you got the whole thing in there. Very, very good indeed. Congratulations, you're through. Did you know who that was, Bob?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Yeah, it's just that the electronic device beat you there. However, Linda's here with the money you won in the quiz, which was what, Linda?
£630.
£630. Well done. And Frida, the ceramic dusty bin, of course. And quite a nice consolation prize for you folks. If you look over there to Caroline, she has for you, would you believe, something for the whole family: an ice cream, drink and yogurt makers, sandwich toaster, cocktail kit and an espresso coffee maker. That's not bad for a consolation prize, is it? Yeah, super. Frida? Congratulations, Bob. Thank you very much. Give them a great round of applause. Thanks so much. Lovely. Oh, dear. Well, there you go. There you go. Now, Sally, it's going now, isn't it, eh? Hey, you got to this part. It's still buzzing away here. He really came down on that. It was right. And it means, of course, you're through to where the big prizes are. And need I remind you, the dreaded dusty bin, okay? Win him, all you take home is a brand new bin. However, it's good that you've got to this part of the show. We're going to come back after the break to see exactly what the wine container is. That's what they've rejected. See you on the Forties. 3, 2, 1. Good for you.
Tom, I've written you a list. We need a wedding present for Joe and Sarah. See if you can get us that holiday. Have a word with your mum. And Kevin needs a walk. Oh, and have a good day off. Come on, kids!
Telewest Active Digital is the future of TV today. Press the interactive button and you can do more with your television. Send emails free and without a computer. Browse high street stores without going to the high street. Book a holiday without going to the travel agent. Read the news and sport without buying a newspaper.
Yes, 4-0!
And even order flowers.
These are lovely. Tom?
Call 0500 500 100 and get more from your TV with Telewest Active Digital.
Most common difficulties is also...
Screen Shop brings you the very latest design in funky transport. The City Scooter. Whether you're having a laugh in the park or beating the traffic to get yourself to work, it's a great way to be on the move. The City Scooter Glider 2K is made of really tough aluminium, so it's fantastically strong and long-lasting. The handlebar adjusts at just about any height and it only weighs an incredible £7, making it light enough to carry about. It folds down in seconds, so you can pop it under your arm and carry it on the train, the tube or the bus. It's neat enough to store away under your desk or in your locker. If you've looked at other scooters, look carefully at this one. The City Scooter's rear wheel brake is a great safety feature that many scooters just don't have. But the City Scooter has a really big extra, front wheel suspension. It just flies over lumps and bumps in the road and makes it even better for stunts like this. The City Scooter comes in at this fantastic price. To order, call 0870 844 8448 right now. If you're on the internet, you can save 5% on the purchase price when you order online. So go on, get this fantastic City Scooter right now. Call us on 0870 844 8448 or order online and save some money at screenshop.co.uk. The City Scooter, it's fantastic.
2 looks for the price of one from just £69 at Specsavers Opticians.
Rightmove.co.uk has thousands of homes nationally, so chances are you'll find the right one for you. Do the right thing. Rightmove.co.uk.
Okay, we're back. 3, 2, 1, and the Forties is our theme with Eddie and Sally, who are from Hockley in Essex, not far from Southend, right? You've gone through to this part of the show. Good luck to you, and you've got rid of the wine container. Brought in from Herb Miller, item number 1. He said, quite removed and yet it's near, a man of war, not quite, no fear. All right? Now then, he's been rejected now. Oh dear, have we done the right thing, says Sally. Look at this. Quite removed and yet it's near, quite removed might indicate a holiday. A man of war, not quite, no fear. Well, there's rather a nasty jellyfish called, as came up a little while ago, a Portuguese man of war. So does the prize container sting? The line did say not quite and no fear, so it should be safe. Herb brought you the wine container, which can also be called a coaster. It's near a man of war, all right. It's on the coast of Portugal. Yes, it's a 3, 2, 1 holiday. Have a look at this.
A flight to Portugal and 2 weeks on the coast of the Algarve, where you can relax and soak up the sun. Facilities are there for the experienced swimmer or the complete beginner. During your stay, you may enjoy some of the delicious local fare at a beach party. And of course, there'll be plenty of opportunity for a chat with the locals while sampling their wine or persuading them to take you fishing. Sun, sea, and the chance to see some traditional aspects of Portugal on the 3, 2, 1 holiday.
Not quite Dusty Bill, of course. And have you been down that part of the world at all?
No.
No? I think a bit different maybe from Southend, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
And I'll tell you something, folks, if you'd have won that holiday, you too have 2 children, don't you?
Yes.
Well, we'd arranged that you could have taken your 2 children with you on that holiday as well. So that's a double shame for you. However, 1 down and we have 4 to go. We have to keep thinking about you-know-who. OK, you've been very good so far, thinking about what's on the table. Away goes the wine container, and we're going to go back to our theme of the 40s. We've had some great music tonight from that era. Here's another number that's become a standard, Walking My Baby Back Home. Delighted to have with us tonight, Dennis Lotus.
Gee, it's great after being out late, walking my baby back home. Arm in arm over meadow and farm, walking my baby back home. We go along harmonizing a song, or I'm reciting a poem. The hours go by, they give me the eye, walking my baby back home. We stop for a while, she gives me a smile and snuggles her head to my chest. Ooh, we start into bed, and that's when I get a powder all over my vest. After I kind of straighten my tie, she has to borrow my comb. 1 kiss, then I continue again, walking my baby back home. We stop for a while, she gives me a smile, snuggles her head to my chest. We start into bed, and that's when I get powder all over my vest. After I kind of straighten my tie, she has to borrow my comb. 1 kiss, then I continue again, walking my baby, I don't mean maybe, walking my baby back home.
Super.
Lovely.
Good job. Good to see you again. I know you're as busy as ever, aren't you? You're also on one nights and things, aren't you?
Yes, well, I'm doing a season, actually, for
Well,
Ladbrokes.
are you?
Ladbrokes Holidays.
What's this, the clue? It's
This is a hot air balloon.
hot air balloon.
That's
The
right.
clue for you this time, Sally and Eddie. And what about the rhyme, Dennis?
The rhyme is, the prize is described by the song, though the trip won't take you so long.
There you go. Ooh, very short, very sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, Dennis Lotus. Thanks, Dennis.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck.
Thanks for having me on the
Not
show.
at all. Thanks for coming along. These are lovely, these two. They're such a chatty pair. What are you chatting about now?
We're thinking of the song, Walking My Baby Back Home.
Yeah? And what do you make out the hot air balloon?
It takes so long.
Uh-huh.
Balloon.
Nothing. You're just mulling it over in your mind.
Doesn't mean anything. That
Uh-huh. Do you want to hear one of the other two again? You can, of course.
Do you want to hear the frame?
Yeah.
Yes?
We'll hear the frame.
You want to hear the frame? Yes. Bobby Nutt brought the frame in, the gilt frame, and he said, one for the pot in more than one way, before or after the eating's away. So, one of them has to be rejected. We have three on the table.
Frame.
Yeah,
Frame?
we'll
Oh.
reject the frame.
Yeah, you want to get rid of the frame?
Yeah.
That's okay? It's all right with you, isn't it? Oh, yes, very happy about that. Is he going to go?
Yes.
Okay, then you're going to reject the gilt frame. Item number 2 from Bobby Nutt, who said, one for the pot in more than one way, before or after the eating's away. Okay, so what have we got for you this time? One for the pot in more than one way. Pot has many connections, of course, including food, snooker, and one or two which have no place on our show whatsoever. Before or after the eating's away. Well, another connection with food, and of course, Bobby brought you the gilt frame. Frame, again, you hooked on to earlier on in the show, remember? Being a connection with snooker. So it looks like food or snooker. Well, just take a look at this.
This beautiful rosewood dining table with its 4 matching chairs and 2 carvers would be an attractive addition to any dining room. But after dinner, the top lifts off to reveal this slate-bedded, half-size snooker table, complete with all the equipment to train a future Dennis Taylor.
Lovely prize, huh? Now then, Eddie, do you play snooker?
When I get a chance.
Yeah, you've had a lot of chance with that one. Super idea and a lovely prize. Beautiful furniture. Seeing if you were eating on top of it like the grub, you could put it in the pockets. It's great, isn't it, that? Lovely prize, but I'm afraid it has to go, so thank you very much, Linda. Take it away, please. It's been rejected. Off it goes. Well. Now we're going to have our last item, which means, of course, the final 3 will be on the table. And, of course, you know Dusty Bin will be there with the final 3, whatever. Is he there at the moment? That's up to you to try and figure out. Item number 5 of the Forties. And now, I'm pleased to say we're going to bring back each one of the artists on our show tonight to give you a medley of that fabulous music from the Forties.
It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Do-ah, 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 do-ah. It don't mean a thing, all you've gotta do is sing. Do-ah, 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 do-ah. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, no, no. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me till I come marching home. I just got word from the guy who heard from the guy next door to me. He has a girl who likes to pet and fits you to a T. Now don't you under the apple tree with anyone else but me till I come
found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill I've never known. You smiled, and then the spell was cast, and here we are in heaven, for you are mine and
When you hear the whistle blowing 8 to the bar, then you know that Tennessee is not very far.
shovel all the coaling, gotta keep it rolling.
Woo-woo, Chattanooga, there you are. There's gonna be a certain party at the station.
Satin and lace, I used to call funny face, yeah.
She's gonna cry until I tell her that I'll never run. Oh, Chattanooga, choo-choo, won't you choo-choo me home? Chattanooga, 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 choo-choo, won't you choo-choo me home? Chattanooga.
Now, this is Bob Hartley, our musical director, who does all the arrangements, of course, for the show. Bob, yes?
I do indeed, yes.
Bob Hartley, when he's not doing that, he's making jam and jam.
That's true. Jelly.
What's going to be the clue, then, Bob?
I brought a jelly, Ted. A real jelly.
A real jelly is the clue this time. OK, and the rhyme says what?
This some might disparage, will it be in a garage?
Yeah. Give it to him again, yeah.
This some might disparage, will it be in a garage?
There you are. That's all there is to that one. Thank Bob Hartley. Thank you, Bob. Super show. Thank you very much. Well, hang on. What'd you say, Sally? That was a bit of a ripple went through the audience there.
That's too obvious.
That's too obvious, you reckon?
Can't.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Of course, the last three on the table, I can read one of these two again. The hot air or the tot of rum.
That one.
You want to hear the tot of rum?
Yeah.
All right, OK, that was brought in item number 3 from Judith of the Minting Sisters, who said, little by little, 4 offspring, bedtimes first, with other things.
4 offspring.
Yep. 4 offspring. You started whispering again, have you noticed that? It's all right, I don't mind.
4 offspring.
Oh, hello. Oh, a message from the past. I think that came from Emmerdale Farm. What'd you say? Oh, it's gone, whatever it was. Anyway, look, you got 3, you've heard that one again. One you just heard, you want to reject?
Yeah.
Yeah? Because you don't fancy it, whatever it is, huh?
No.
OK, so is it going to go?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all right with you, isn't it? Oh, no, see, they're great. They haven't got to make the decision back here. That's the trouble. Is it going to go?
Yeah.
Yes,
Go
says
on.
Eddie?
Yeah.
What about Sally? Sally's saying no, but Eddie's saying yeah. What do you reckon?
You say it.
You say
Go on, I'll
decide
say it's
this time.
going.
Is it going to be on your other shoulders then, Eddie, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that all
Looks
right
like
then, Sally?
it, yeah.
You don't mind?
Take it away.
OK.
Go on.
Right, it's going to be rejected, the tot of rum. OK. Act 3 from the Minting Sisters. Judith brought you the tot of rum. Little by little, 4 offspring, bedtimes first, with other things. Now, what have we got? OK, tot of rum was the clue, and the rhyme said little by little, 4 offspring. A tot and 2 mentions of little. Could be a small prize, but 4 offspring might be more help if we said 4 offspring. This was a prize for your children, a fabulous prize. Take a look at this.
And what a fun bedtime with this double-decker bus bunk bed. A sentry box wardrobe with a matching chest of drawers. A Rolls-Royce pedal car and 2 bicycles. A rocking horse. A selection of games. A fun trike. 2 teddy bears. Some 3-2-1 T-shirts. And some bendy, dusty bins.
Oh, my. Yes. Yeah. Sally and Eddie, it said bedtimes first with other things, and as you'll agree, quite a few other things there. Thank you, Linda. Super prize. Take it away. It has to go. Oh, cheers, huh? Okay, the moment I always dread when we're down to the final two on the table. And, of course, we know Dusty Bin is here somewhere. Being the final two, of course, I can read them both again, okay? Now, the hot air balloon was brought in, item number 4, from Dennis Lotus, who said, the prize is described by the song, though the trip won't take you so long. Okay, you have that in your mind?
Yep.
This one, item number 5, from Bob Hartley, of course, our arranger and orchestra leader. This some might disparage, will it be in a garage? Now, here you are, you see. There's a bit of a buzz going through our audience here. Not an easy situation for you here. Well, I wish I could help you. I can't really.
Yeah.
Sally says it's too obvious for the car, and you've got to make the decision. Yeah. You wouldn't like this decision, would you? Oh, no, they wouldn't. What one would you get rid of then? Jelly. Oh.
Go on then, we'll go get the jelly.
Oh, listen. Sally's lovely. She listens to everybody back there. Are they influencing you as well?
No, we thought that's just too obvious for the car.
So what do you say, Ed?
Well,
he's been pretty definite all the way down the line. What about you,
so we have to get rid of the jelly, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah? Sally says yes. They've certainly said yes. Is that okay with you?
Yep.
There you go. Now, this is what you call having a lot of bottle, okay? With the final two, and this is going to be rejected, okay?
That's it. Yep.
Lovely. Looking on the floor there. Yes, that's it, they say. Definitely. Okay, item number 5. Last item that came in from Bob Hartley, who said, this some might disparage. Will it be in a garage? Will it? Let's have a look. Yes, hold her nice and tight, Eddie, there. Bob brought you the jelly. He said, this some might disparage. Well, the bin certainly fits that description, but he then said, will it be in a garage? And what significance can the jelly have? Jelly is a nickname for Gelignite, which could connect with Dusty's get-up this evening. But the second line should have clinched it for you. Be in a garage. Put be in a garage garbage. Dusty Bin! Yeah! Away you go, off you go. Away goes Dusty Bin. Well, it don't matter now, does it?
No.
Okay, I bet you don't care what happens now.
Nah.
Oh, gosh.
Nice to get it out of the way.
Getting that down to the final two, as he's a bit of a character. You never know when he's going to come in on our show.
No.
And he came in last there, you see. Yeah. There you are. Okay, this is your prize tonight. Act 4, Dennis Lotus brought you the hot air balloon and said the prize is described by the song, though the trip won't take you so long. Okay, well, you've got to be feeling good that he's out the way. The prize is described by the song. Well, the song was Walking My Baby Back Home, so that must in some way be a description of the prize, though the trip won't take you so long. So perhaps instead of walking, some form of transport is indicated. Dennis brought you, though, the hot air balloon as a clue. And the basket on that, do you know what that's called?
No.
Well, would you believe it's called a car? It's for walking and escorting you home. The Ford Escort. You've won it! Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, yes. Wow, eh? Oh dear. Right, you've done it. Okay, let's go and get your prize. Off you go. Down there we go. There we are, Sally. Look at that. Super. Okay. Fabulous. Oh, lovely. Hey, look at that. They're thrilled to bits, and well, they might be. But just 1 minute. Sally and Eddie, everybody always forgets at this particular time. You remember you did the quiz a little while ago? Yeah. You got money, you won from that, and Linda, of course, has that. What did they win?
£560.
560 quid. There it is. You take it. I should give that to Sally. You're driving. Good luck. Super. Well done, Ed. Lovely. Love Sally. Well, there you have it, folks. We've had some super couples on our show tonight, and super artists, of course. I'd like to thank the Minton Sisters, Dennis Lotus, Bobby Nutt, the Brown Rogers Connection, this wonderful Herb Miller Orchestra back here, but most of all, you for tuning in. Till we see you next Saturday, good night, everyone. Have a good week. Bye-bye.